of all, my sincere apologies. I tried to experiment with the technology and I think that backfired. This didn't work the way we expected, but that's fine. It's always better keep trying instead of not trying at all. So without trying, we will really never know, like, how it looks. So we'll move back to our lesson now. Now, my question again to each one of you: did you understand the difference between a subjective performance appraisal and an objective performance appraisal?
Yes, sir.
Jyoti, if you have to write in exam what is subjective performance appraisal and what is objective performance appraisal, how will you write?
Yeah, sir. So I'll take an example the way you have taken about the professor. Okay. अगर मुझे कोई प्रोफेसर के बारे में उसका पूरा डिस्क्रिप्शन लिखना है कि व्हाट मींस हाउ मच परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल सपोज टू बी गिवन, फॉर दैट देयर शुड बी सम क्राइटेरिया. So criteria can start from attendance, productivity, number of student passed, and legacy. Actually, I don't think यहाँ पे वो legacy का कोई mention नहीं किया है, but in sir even I am into HR.
Sorry, I am interrupting you. See, performance appraisal, what is required that we have studied yesterday. You were not part of that yesterday. So, performance appraisal is required for promotion, for demotion, for deciding increment, for taking tough decision in the organization. So to do that, we need to do performance evaluation. Performance evaluation again is of two types: subjective evaluation and the objective evaluation. So when we do the performance appraisal, sorry, not evaluation, performance appraisal. Why do we do performance appraisal? Uh, uh, because we need to evaluate their performance. And what is subjective? So in subjective performance appraisal, you look at the subjective aspect of the behavior. वो अच्छे से स्माइल लेके बात करता है, करती है नहीं करती ऑफिस में, उसके आने से ऑफिस का एनवायरमेंट पॉजिटिव रहता है कि नहीं रहता है, वो लोगों को सपोर्ट करता है, करती है या नहीं करती है. Those sort of thing becomes a subjective. Objective is a more of quantifiable, which you can actually quantify. And you said right when you talked about the professor. So अगर मुझे प्रोफेसर का ऑब्जेक्टिव परफॉर्मेंस रिव्यू करना है, अगर प्रोफेसर का ऑब्जेक्टिव परफॉर्मेंस रिव्यू करना है, अप्रेजल करना है, so what will you do? You will opt the method which is important for the role. You will opt the method, opt the criteria which can be quantified. So what can be quantified? Students feedback. Say you define the professor should get at least 90% satisfaction in student survey. So that becomes one of the criteria. So the criteria of 90% students should be satisfied. So since Jyoti have already answered, so I want somebody else to respond to this. So like Mariam asked, can you give me some example of subjective performance? That I'll come to on later. So Mariam, can you share this 90% satisfaction score in student satisfaction survey about a professor whose performance is being evaluated? This is a subjective or objective? Type of appraisal is this, subjective or objective?
It is objective.
Right, because we can quantify. Objective we can quantify. So you need to write advantage of subjective, advantage of objective, disadvantage of subjective, disadvantage of objective. Okay, so we will see more on objective part here. As I said, don't worry about book कि book में क्या लिखा होगा, क्या example दिया होगा. No need at all. Now you understood what is subjective, what is objective. So you just when you write objective kind of thing here, like job measures that has been given there, so you just write any job that comes to your mind. You start from your home. You tell me how many people you meet when you travel to office or when you travel to work. You meet bus driver. क्या बस ड्राइवर का ऑब्जेक्टिव अप्राइजल हो सकता है? एनीवन?
Yes.
राइट। तो शिवानी, इफ यू हैव टू से कि वो बस ड्राइवर का 5 क्राइटेरिया क्या होगा? क्या उसका एक्यूरेसी होगा, टाइम पे
Yes.
पहुंचा है, 0 एक्सीडेंट होगा, उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव अप्राइजल, सिमिलरली फ्यूल कंजम्पशन होगा या फ्यूल सेविंग होगा, कितना डीजल
Fuel
सेव करता है।
saving होगा. Yes. Fuel saving होगा.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying to each one of you. Please don't get worried about book में क्या होगा. You imagine. Now you know subjective, you know objective. On the basis of that, you can write anything. You start from your home till you reach to the college, exam center, your office. 10 number of people you will find 10 type of job. Bus driver, bus conductor, yeah, customer care executive, sales representative. So just think about this and you just write example. एक पेज तो वैसे ही भर जाएगा अगर 20 मार्क में भी आएगा तो, ठीक है. So don't worry at all on this. So now we are coming to subjective method for assessing performance appraisal. So subjective method is most commonly used. Okay. So wherever people do not have a robust kind of performance appraisal system, there they use the subjective. In subjective there are multiple method comes, so like rating forms. So ये सब है ना पुराने जमाने का परफॉर्मेंस अप्राइजल हुआ करता था. तो उसमें क्या होता था कि समझो मेरे पास 10 टीम मेंबर है, चलो मैं इनको रैंक दे दूं, किसको कौन सा रैंक देना है. ओके, मुझे प्रियंका पसंद है, मैंने उसको 1 दे दिया. मुझे पसंद है मुझे समझो कोई दूसरा समझो सिद्धेश्वर कोई है, वो पसंद नहीं है, मैंने उसको 10 दे दिया कि मेरे 10 टीम मेंबर से मुझे रैंक देना है. सो सी वेरी सब्जेक्टिव, मैंने किस बेस पे दिया है, मेरे फीलिंग के बेस के ऊपर दिया. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड रैंकिंग मेथड. रैंकिंग मेथड, ठीक है. सो इफ यू सी, आपको यहाँ पे बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स दिए हुए हैं. जैसे वन इज ग्राफिक रेटिंग फॉर्म. So it's the most common sort of subjective measure in graphic rating form. So in graphic rating form, so उस person के features, attributes, उसके performance के base के ऊपर होता है. So like qualitatively उसने क्या काम किया, job quality कितना अच्छा काम किया, quantity कितना अच्छा काम किया. I think उसने बहुत अच्छा काम किया. और उसका कोई ये नहीं है. Trust me, nobody use this kind of form now. तो graphic rating method कोई use नहीं करता corporate में. Second is behavior focused rating forms. So this is also called completely focus on somebody's behavior, है ना. So जैसे मैंने पहले एग्जांपल दिया था कि अभी now let us take off example again from our this batch. So we have many people here. Farin is here, Mariam is here, Smita is here, Jyoti is here, Shivani is here, Dashti is here, Charles is here, Arti is here. तो मैंने देखा कि ये जब भी मीटिंग होता है, चार्ल्स हमेशा आके स्माइल लेके गुड मॉर्निंग सर बोलता है या गुड मॉर्निंग गोविंद बोलता है. हाँ, वेरी गुड बिहेवियर. तो आई एम कंप्लीटली रेटिंग ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ बिहेवियर एंकर. बट मुझे उसके बिहेवियर से क्या करना है, मुझे तो उसके जॉब पे परफॉर्मेंस को इवैल्यूएट करना है. सो रियली डजंट मैटर. सो दिस ऑल आर द सब्जेक्टिव मेथड एंड ट्रस्ट मी, nobody use in the corporate at this time. Similarly, behavioral anchored rating scale. So it is again a rating scale. Yeah. So again, it is in terms of the behavior. So it's example of Bars is like a college professor. So ये सब अच्छा हो सकता है डेवलपमेंट के लिए, बट इट कैन नॉट बी यूज फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस. सो इफ यू सी यहाँ पे BARS में एग्जांपल दिया है, सेम वे आपको एग्जाम में लिखना. आज तक BARS के बारे में एग्जाम में एक बार भी पूछा नहीं गया है एनुअल सिलेबस में. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन. सो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 का स्केल दिया हुआ है. सो जब कोर्स सिलेबस फॉलो करने की बारी आती है, उसको 10 दे सकता हूँ मैं. तो कोर्स सिलेबस को पूरा करता है, बट खाली कभी कभी पूरा फॉलो करता, कभी फॉलो नहीं करता, तो मैं उसको 5 दूंगा. सो कोई कोर्स सिलेबस को यूज नहीं करता. सो आई दैट immediately reminds me of my MBA professor. So fortunately, unfortunately, in one of my first MBA class, there used to be a professor who used to teach us economics. तो जब भी आएगा सिलेबस का माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स इन सबको पढ़ाना छोड़ के दुनिया का अलग स्टोरी लेके अपना तैयार होता. So one day finally student pitched up and said sorry boss, not expecting this from you. So if you don't want to teach, so okay. So for this kind of behavior, the BARS will work. But again, this is very, very subjective kind of thing. Okay, so Deepu, answering your question, exam में सिर्फ इतना ही आएगा कि like we will see the question paper also. We will see what kind of things have asked in the past in the annual pattern kind of question paper. So BRS नहीं आता है, मैंने देखा नहीं है. Behavioral rating scale नहीं आता है, मैंने देखा नहीं है. At max there can be 360 degree 100% आएगा. So that we will see. Difference between subjective and objective method वो आ सकता है. So you should write like what is subjective, what is objective kind of appraisal method. So it's a quantifiable versus non-quantifiable. Yeah. So you need to focus that way. So I'll quickly go through this behavioral anchored rating scale like this. Then there is a mixed standard scale. So here what happens, they give a lot of set of activities, and then on the basis of that the person measure like whether a good performance, the satisfactory performance, or poor performance. So again, this nobody used this. Behavioral observation scale, again nobody used this, and this will not be asked in the paper also. So don't worry about that. Cognitive process underlying, models of rating process. So none of these are used in today's world. कोई भी यूज नहीं करता है. Content of subordinate effectiveness कोई यूज नहीं करता है. इन सब चीज पर ओल्ड मेथड है और आउटडेटेड है. हाँ, what you need to really focus is rater bias and error. तो rater bias and error क्या होता है? See, आप किसी भी परफॉर्मेंस अप्राइजल मेथड को कितना भी अच्छा बना लो, whatever you make it, whatever quantifiable you make it, तो कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ बायस आ ही जाता है. So what is bias? So bias, like there can be multiple bias. So if at MA level you will study more. Sorry, somebody wanted to say something.
Yeah, sir. Can I give some example of biasness?
You can give.
Yeah. So, sir, I'll just give you idea. There are some people who give more preference to their native place. So he will give better appraisals those who are from the same native. This can be one bias. Second thing, there are some bosses who liked open-minded females. So for them also, they give good ratings. There are some bosses who give their area preference. So those who are from the same area, let's say some is from Dombivli, so he will give preference to all the people who are from Dombivli. So like that, every boss has different way of approaching, and this concludes biasing into performance appraisals.
Definitely happens. So very good example, Jyoti. So another example I want to give you. पहले सिर्फ हिंदी लैंग्वेज होता था यूपीएससी के एग्जाम्स में, ठीक है. सो देन व्हाट हैपेंड, दोस पीपल विद द रीजनल लैंग्वेज दे स्टार्टेड डिमांडिंग कि हमारा पेपर हमारे लैंग्वेज में हो. फॉर एग्जांपल, समबडी फ्रॉम बिहार ही इज आस्किंग यूपीएससी में हिंदी की जगह पे मैथिली हो. नाउ इमेजिन, वो मैथिली पढ़ने वाला पढ़ाने वाला एक ही रीजन का रहेगा. मैथिली वाले का पेपर चेक करने के लिए उसके पास ही जाएगा, राइट. उस केस में क्या होगा, वो हमेशा चाहेगा कि उसका मैथिली लैंग्वेज बोलने वाले को ज्यादा प्रेफरेंस मिले, हमेशा ज्यादा स्कोर देगा. सो दैट्स अगेन एग्जांपल ऑफ द, although that is exams, but that is also performance evaluation. That is also one of the way of the performance evaluation that happens. So now let us take another example. Suppose our professor said that, okay, take class from me, I'll charge you this much. And suppose out of 230 to 40 students, 10 students went and paid. Now professor remembers everybody's name. Do you think there will be chances of getting biased when the paper will go to him for the assessment? Probably yes. At least I feel so, because professor feel that, oh, these people have paid me for coaching with me, so I should do this. So I'll share you my real life scenario. So in 11th standard, we used to have a chemistry professor who used to do exactly the same thing. Whoever used to go to his tuition, nobody used to get failed. Very simple is in the bias. That is example of the bias. So the difference between bias and error that we need to understand. So see, it is in the nature of human judgment to be imperfect. Rating biases and rating errors are common. When supervisors, that means managers, or other people issue performance ratings, these biases and errors are visible in the distribution of rating. That happens. Sometimes if I like someone, I would like to give them more preference. That always happens. You know? So the bias and when we come to errors, so first one is the halo errors. Okay. So halo errors, or this is also called halo effect, occurs whenever a rater assigns the very same rating to a person across all rating dimensions, regardless of variances in the performance between dimensions. In other words, if a person is considered exceptional in one aspect, he or she is rated exceptional in other areas, despite if he or she is simply ordinary or even awful in others. For example, a police officer may excel in making a large number of arrests, high quality. It perform poorly on paperwork. A supervisor may give this officer excellent marks in all aspects. That happens because I feel that this person is really performing well. So okay, I'll give you the highest kind of rating. Yeah. So what is the halo effect? Halo effect or halo errors is like a person is very good in one, but then I give him uh, same rating in all other parameters. There is a performance parameter is different. Yeah. So see this example. So attendance, he got employee 1 got 5, communication 5, following direction 5, work quality 5, work quantity 5, second 33333, employee 3 11111, employee 4 44444. So this is how the halo rating happens. So in very simple word, without going much, uh, what is the halo effect or halo errors? Am I audible now?
Network is very poor.
Sorry, sir,
Or audible?
interrupting. You are not audible.
I think my network has some issue. Clear now?
No, sir, you are not audible.
The total session was very, like, total network is very poor throughout the session.
I'm really sorry. So better we will conclude then today. So tomorrow I'll come with a alternate network, and then we will continue. Or tomorrow we can start a bit early also.
What will be the timing?
We'll try to keep around 8:30. That's fine.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Because this network is poor, so I don't want, we should miss an important aspect. So we'll do it tomorrow.
Sir, can you take it this meeting in Zoom?
But Zoom will not have recording, so this app is good. Zoho is like very reliable app. So don't worry, we will do it tomorrow with better network. This is more a network problem and not a application problem.
Sir, can you explain this whole session in tomorrow? Because I can't understand.
No problem. I'll do a recap tomorrow.
Yes, sir, thank you.